Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I'm Sunny Pancholi, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leaders interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven success formulas for many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions, by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge-sharing community. We have one such industry veteran on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Dr. Vijaykumar Sonawane. He is a professional with a career spanning nearly 4 decades in the power sector. Throughout his career journey, his expertise in people management, technical operations, administration, finance, marketing, HR, quality management, strategy, leadership, and analysis have been his differentiating qualities. He has held various roles throughout his career, including acting MD and CEO, project director, COO, director, and manager. He has a Ph.D. in power engineering, demand-side management from Pilani, and a professional doctorate in HR management from the National Institute of Management, Maharashtra, amongst numerous other educational achievements. Currently, he is serving as the project manager for the MEAP project funded by the World Bank at electricity supply company Malawi in East Africa. Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders. We appreciate your willingness to share your knowledge and engage in this conversation.
Thank you, Mr. Sunny Pancholi. Good morning and a great day ahead. Very warm welcome to this beautiful and pleasant morning with great blossom of fragrance. Thank you again.
So, Dr. Sonawane, could you let our viewers know in brief about your career journey?
Yeah, sure, sir. Yeah, I'm serving since 4 decades in power sector, served for 13 organizations. Power distribution professionals with hands-on experience for 2 decades and management experience for 18 years. My role was for profit. I was responsible for profit and loss. I was looking after metering, billing, and collection and loss reduction of the organization. My main role was also planning, designing, testing, commissioning, operation, and maintenance of EHV, HV, AT network, and electrical power system. Project implementation, procurement, inventory management, customer service management, safety, etc. I was preparing various manuals, work instructions, processes, and training material on technical aspects. Conducted capacity building and training programs to enhance the competencies of staff, developed as a safety faculty and electrical faculty, and a reviewer for Springer Nature magazine for publishing various research work. I have in-depth technical and commercial and management knowledge. I served 9 lakh consumers in Mumbai, 11 lakhs in Delhi, 2.5 lakhs in Jalgaon, 6 lakhs in Nagpur, 90,000 in Ujjain, then 1,20,000 consumers in Muzaffarpur, 50,000 consumers in Sagar. I am known as a loss reduction expert, that is aggregate technical and commercial loss of power distribution system. I have executed so many projects in India, Africa, and Nigeria, which most of them were funded by World Bank and AFD. I have achieved gold and silver medal in Business Excellence Leadership Program by Tata Quality Management Services Pune, and I follow that principles of excellence model in my day-to-day life, and thereby I became also a content developer, and I have developed 10 training modules for National Power Training Institute Nigeria on power distribution. It's also a World Bank funded project, and I have conducted various training programs for World Bank as well, because I was also involved in planning and design of network for Nepal and Dhaka power projects. This is what I wanted to say, that business excellence model, which I learned in Tata Power, and I scored gold medal. So that model has 7 categories. That is leadership. So the role was to set the direction, set an example, ethical, agile leadership, innovative, participative, team builder, then set vision, mission, and quality policy, environment policy, provide resources to members, team members, and done regular evaluation and improvement. I have set a review mechanism, monthly, quarterly, like that. And we have also done strategic planning. This is second category, which short term is for 1 to 3 years, medium for 3 to 5 years, and long term for 5 to 15 years. So we have done SWOT analysis, spatial analysis, and long term focus. Then we do regulatory compliances at all the time and follow law of the land. Customer and market focus is the third category, wherein we look for customer satisfaction index is high, customer need, expectation, and services as per service level agreements, proper customer relationship management, customer complaint resolution as per ISO processes and timelines, then measurement, analysis, and knowledge management. We measure every parameter and prepare MIS and did analysis and shared knowledge in central repository. In Tata Power Delhi Distribution Limited, in central repository, there are my 50 PowerPoint presentations, which I made after attending various training programs. So I shared my knowledge with my team members freely, and openly and transparently, and I also I have guided them, my team members. Then we do workforce focus and engagement. That is right person at right place with smart goals, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound, and targets. So we always look for employee welfare, retention, career path, performance appraisal, employee engagement, people development, employee satisfaction index should be highest. Then we have gone for ISO processes, integrated management services, in which process our organization we made process and system based. We always plan, do, check, and act. Then we have avoided so many possibility of non-conformities. Then we regularly evaluating results and improvement. We do improvements and regular reviews and resource support as per plan we provided. Review meetings regularly, and we set new targets for further development. In 1985, I have started my career from Dhule Textile Mills, Dhule, NTC Mill, as apprenticeship engineer. I have done electrical maintenance of all textile machineries, learned a lot, and documented that knowledge for future reference. In 1986, I joined Chabi Electricals, Jalgaon, as training engineer. We manufactured ACDPs for MES Audi Indian military, and we manufactured battery chargers for utilities. I handle quality control and manufacturing production section, as well as served as service engineer to utilities in Chabi Electricals. In 1987, I joined Kanti Cables as works manager and electrical engineer. And thereby we were manufacturing LV cables, AASC conductors, ACSR conductors. Products were tested as per ISI standards. In 1988, I joined Brihan Mumbai Electric Supply and Transport Undertaking Mumbai. Here, I served for 15.2 years, hands-on experience of underground system. And one remarkable thing I wanted to tell, that I was union representative from 1989 to 93. And I have resolved and done justice for 86 cases, 86 employees. Those were dismissed and suspended by the management, and there was no natural justice. So I studied all labor laws and standing order and service regulations and do justice with them. This is my biggest achievement, because in Bombay BST, there are 44,000 employees, and now everybody knows me for my work. That is that I am happy to share this. Whenever there is a water logging emergencies, I work for 3 to 4 hours continuously for providing uninterrupted supply to Mumbaikars. My success story, another success story, in 1990, I have replaced 5,000 stopped energy meters in Dharavi in 45 days with limited resources, and simply with team building and motivation. It generated high revenue per month, and I was appreciated personally by General Manager Ph.D. undertaking, and he took me as his OSD, that Officer on Special Duty TA to GM. So I enjoyed powers of GF in BST as well. So in 1995, I handled 11 kV changeover successfully. Our in BST, our motto was service to public is service to God, and really I enjoyed that. We have released connections to slum areas to stop theft of electricity. Then I have recorded maximum demand of the hotels, restaurants, thereby increasing revenue for my organizations. Even there were some left out cases for billing. So I identified those cases, and we started 76 crores billing per month. So that is added revenue, and I was again identified by the management as a top performer in BST. After that, uh, along with my 40 friends, I joined Tata Power Delhi Distribution Limited. I arrange interviews for them. And in Delhi, we do wonders in distribution sector. We have executed so many schemes. We operated operational part is operated by our team members. And thanks to my these friends who came with me in Delhi. So in 2003, I joined North Delhi Power Limited, a joint venture of Tata Power Limited and Delhi government. I was posted in Mongolpuri district, which is very means slum areas basically, having 85% of loss levels. I have prepared PPTs on ATRC loss with energy audit and identified losses. Then that 86 schemes, system improvement schemes I proposed in terms of LTABC, HVDS, and I have done extensive enforcement activities in that district. So thereby losses were reduced from 85 to nowadays it is 8% because these 86 schemes were executed by the time. So this is my biggest achievement, and I have started. I am then known as loss reduction expert and man of maintenance in Tata Power. So this is my remarkable achievements, and then I have also identified. I have done energy audit with smart meters through remote means remotely, and I identified theft among 44 single point delivery consumers. There were four members who were stealing electricity and big loss of revenue. We identified and charged them. Then I was actively participating in strategy workshop, and management recognized my performance, and they appointed me as a locational ethics counselor for Mongolpuri, Rohini and Pitampura district from 2003 to 2011. Then I became zonal manager, uh, zone 570 in Rohini for 1.5 years time. I have reduced losses to less than 7% in Rohini and executed various system improvement schemes. I have done DT indexing as per walking sequence, aggressive enforcement activities during Diwali festival, and carried out extensive morning raids to catch the theft. Then I have prepared also ISO processes for distribution operations and maintain the record of it for internal audit purpose, identified non-conformities and cleared it in time. I have achieved 4 promotions in 8 years of time, and fifth promotion was due in 2011 and got highest annual increment among all. And thanks to Tata Power Management for reimbursement of my fees for my 5 qualifications: BBA, MBA, PGD, HRM, SAPDM, and BS Power Engineering from BITS Pilani. The fees were reimbursed by Tata Power Management, and they motivate me to add more qualifications. And I was promoted as district manager, Pitampura, and I was responsible for business of NDPL for this district in a techno-commercial function with revenue collection of 24 crores per month. I have settled 50 court cases before the court amicably and achieved the customer satisfaction and revenue as well in time, and saved manpowers of my legal advocates. I was a faculty for USA training programs on latest technology in distribution and safety in St. Pete, Delhi. I wanted to narrate one story of gunman. It's a gunman story. One of our consumers showed gun to our staff who were disconnecting his electric supply. Then I called him in my office politely. We sit together. I offered him water, tea, coffee, snacks. I asked his problem, why he's not paying electricity bill. Then he said, my father was on oxygen and under treatment. I have no time to pay. Then I instructed my staff not to disconnect his supply because his father is under treatment, and my staff followed my instructions, and he was so even he started weeping in front of me. And then I managed, and I teach him how to pay electricity bill online from website, from sitting in office or by sitting anywhere from any corner of the world. He learned that and he appreciated. This gunman story, I always remember that we have to understand consumers and their problems, and we have to help them. I have also done corrective action and preventive action for future in this regards. Then I was posted as head of group distribution, uh, that is for projects, and I have executed electrical projects of 44 crores in 4 months' time, and I have capitalized it. So it's ultimately revenue for the organization. So company awarded me so many awards. Every year I got 7 awards, so many certificates, trainings, and all this. Few awards are like that. Business Excellence Award 2008. IMS Catalyst received. Then I went to Bangkok for receiving Asian Power Award on behalf of company. Then I have awarded Business Excellence Award 2008 6 Progressive for my contributions towards training, St. Pete Training Center, and for training all the engineers across the India who is coming for St. Pete and USA training programs. Then I have awarded Team Leader Award, which is Big Leap Performance Award in 2008 and 9. Another award I got is Team Leader Award, that is Safest District Award from 2004 to 2009 for Pitampura district. Then I got 5 years award. Then I was, I told I was appointed as locational ethics counselor for Mangalpuri, Rohini, and Pitampura. I think this is my, recognition of my ethical nature by the management. In 2014, I joined Crompton Greaves Limited Power Distribution Franchisee Jalgaon as unit head. Uh, and because I'm basically from Khandesh and from Jalgaon, so it was a great pleasure to whatever domain knowledge I gained, I utilized this knowledge for Jalgaon community, and I had a celebrity status here. I have reduced losses, remote load sharing, reduced losses to 17% from 42%. Collection was 36 crore, I improved it to 44 crores. Average billing rate was 5.86 paisa. I reduced it to 5.83 paisa per unit. And how I do this? I have released connection at free of cost to slum dwellers. And I took the fees of connection fees in 48 installments, 50 rupees per month. But I have added number of slum dweller consumers whose consumption is low. Thereby, my average billing rate get reduced, and I am benefited in lakhs and crores per month. I was responsible for profit and loss. So I do my job very well in Jalgaon, improve reliability, reduce and provided uninterrupted power supply. And main thing is correct bills to the Jalgaon consumers. And I I have made corruption-free environment, brought Tata culture in CGL Jalgaon, and made my company process oriented and system based. I have trained employees, resolved customers commercial and no current complaints. Then I have installed 240 agricultural transformers from customers' investment. Customers paid for the cost of transformers, and I adjusted this cost in their future bills. You know, collecting agriculture bills is a very big task and challenge. But because I have installed 240 transformers, strengthened their network, invested 3 crores in extending networks and providing new transformers, there was the transformer failure rate was decreased. That is also one of the achievement. Technical losses reduced, I square RT losses I reduced drastically and done HVDS. Then I have provided 10 MVA transformer for MIDC Jalgaon, and I have also imparted trainings and lectures to engineering colleges and MBA colleges in Jalgaon. So I got celebrity status and I enjoyed it even today. Secondly, I proactively resolved court cases before the court. So there is no dispute with the consumers. That is the achievement. In 2014, I joined Bhagalpur Electricity Distribution Company as CEO. I worked there for loss reduction initiatives, metering, billing collection, customer relationship management, and extensively done enforcement drive. Install capacitors for feeders having power loans. In mid 2014, I joined SL Utilities Distribution Company Limited, Mumbai as Vice President Operations, heading operations projects of distribution franchisee Nagpur, Muzaffarpur, Sagar, Ujjain, Gwalior, and improve reliability, IT interventions, reduce losses. It's a remarkable achievement in SL Utilities. Then I joined as a director in iEnergy, which is a generating company, solar power plants, and rooftop solar. And I delivered training to DMRS of Indian Railways at Nasik Training Center on rooftop solar technology, usage and benefits. Thanks to Railway Minister, Mr. Suresh Prabhu and their team members. In 2015, I joined Godavari Foundation, Godavari College of Engineering, Jalgaon as Director Academics. And my main role was administration, syllabus completion. I have transferred whatever knowledge I gain in industries to the students and placed them in industries in Pune. Most of them were placed in Pune, in industrial bed. I have posted 200 students, placed 200 students in SSPL Shirgaon at Pune, and they were trained on sintering machine. So in Godavari, I have conducted 5 years training programs, energy auditor program, power distribution management program. I was faculty for electrical engineering, all subjects. So it's a great experience. Actually, it was my dream to become a professor, and that was fulfilled. Conducted various university level programs. And in 2016, I was appointed as director for Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Skill Development Center, Khandesh College of Engineering, Jalgaon, wherein our ex-president Pratibha Tai Patil, who was a student. And I worked there as a director, and we have conducted various skill-based programs, PMKUI, BO, technical programs for students of 6 districts, and provided them job opportunities. Trained 200 students on sintering machine and placed them in Pune. I was appointed as a board of studies member for Dibatu University, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Technological University, Lonere. Therein, I was involved in deciding the syllabus of BTech IT students. When I have gone through the syllabus, only 20% practical was there and rest is a theory. So all industrialists were always complaining, student has 90% marks, but they don't deliver the results. So we have drastically changed the syllabus. We do 80% practical and 20% theory. And thanks to the Vice Chancellor of Dibatu University, he listened from me. And now students are earning from their student life itself as a freelancer up to 2 lakhs per month. This is the great achievement and contribution from my side to the education sector. Then in March 2020, pandemic time, I joined KEDCO, KANO Electricity Distribution Company as Deputy MD. Then I became acting MD and CEO in this company. I was responsible for profit and loss, looking after entire business operation, metering, billing, collection, and different system improvement projects funded by World Bank. I became a content writer for 10 numbers of power distribution topics for National Power Training Institute, Nigeria. I have prepared training manuals, PowerPoint presentations, entry and exit questions, answers, and then trainers reference manual, workshop practicals. Here I also also give more emphasis on 80% practical, 20% theory. So it is a practical tips to the technicians and engineers. It's also a AFD and World Bank funded project, which I'm contributing extra hours. I prepared ATCRC loss reduction for this course, distribution substation maintenance, distribution substation operation, regulatory standards and compliance, installation practices, Nigerian electricity supply, installation standards, then energy management, energy efficiency improvement, electricity business and power distribution management, distribution network protection, demand side management, power distribution network design planning and management. These are the topics I covered in these training modules. Then in December 2022, I joined Malawi as an electricity project funded by World Bank as a project manager. I have completed phase 1, that is design, survey, bidding process and procurement plan. I have completed phase 1 and phase 2 will start very soon. So this is my answer for the question number 1, sir. Thank you.
Amazing and truly inspiring, Mr. Sonawane. Thank you for the excellent start to this interview. It's an honor to interact with someone who exudes such a strong corporate personality. So continuing our conversation, we would like to know, what values do you bring down from your nearly 4-decade-long professional journey?
Yeah, thank you, sir. I wanted to narrate the professional values I added, I learned, that is ethical behavior, professionalism, respect for others, responsibility and integrity. Proactive by nature, prompt response to all stakeholders, regular record keeping and reporting timely, focus on vision, mission and quality, enforcement, environment policy and results. Team building, then always ready to take higher responsibilities. I put my heart and soul into the work I have taken in hand with strong positive approach and attitude, strong spiritual upbringing, well cultured. Whatever I do it with smile, helping attitude, took me to strong human relations with team members. Every day, acquire new skills and practice in day-to-day life. My personal values are ethical, strong, positive approach and attitude, fast decision making with proper data, Six Sigma and all I learned, all these techniques, Kaizen techniques. Then I am spiritual person, down the earth, technically sound, optimum resource utilization. I always emphasis on innovative by nature, motivating others, always in learning mode. I strongly believe life is a learning process and learning is a lifelong process. So I am student even today and will be student throughout. I have set an example. I am self-made. I have started earning at the age of from the age of my 12. My father was died when I was 15. So self-made and independent person. I am helpful, kind, down the earth, strong technical skills, strongly believe in systems and processes, people, process, technology management, agility, and project management. So these are the values I narrated in my own language, sir. Thank you.
Exceptional. Truly exceptional. Okay, so that leads us to my next question, which is related to the previous one. You have continued your professional development by adding educational merits to your career journey. So how have you managed it?
Yeah, I will narrate in my way. Yeah, it's really amazing for me too. It was my dream to acquire more knowledge and wisdom, practical skill sets, etc. I was reading newspapers for making application to different organizations. And in their advertisement, they mention we need young, dynamic, result-oriented, highly skilled and qualified person. So with this statement, I inspired a lot and decided to be a person fit for the job. I strongly believe man is a student throughout his life. I am a student even today with happiness, joy, and pleasant personality. I inspired from my father and Dr. Srikant Jichkar. My father was a teacher in Raj Shikshan Sanstha, Karmavai Bhaura Party, wherein I understood, earned, and learned concept from student life itself. My father was highly educated and true life coach and mentor for me, and many his students also learn from him. I am one of them. So unfortunately, he died when I was 15. Then my mother and my wife are my supporters and motivated me to study hard and grow. My mentors, my friends motivated me to learn and add qualifications. We follow time management concept and work hard for study. I always remember that life is a learning process. So I'm passionate towards learning and adding skills and qualifications. I'm practicing the knowledge gained in my day-to-day life. I work hard for 16 hours a day, sometimes 21 hours a day. I utilize leisure time in reading and writing only. I am writing daily diary as a my professional diary as well my personal diary. So it helps me a lot. So I have added 25 professional qualifications and even learn spiritual material also. So my aim is to learn throughout my life. That's that is how I manage, sir, because of my passion. Thank you.
Mr. Sonawane, you are an institution in yourself, and I strongly believe that all our viewers today would learn a great deal from today's interview, and this interview is going to be a very insightful one. Okay, so now that we have discussed your career journey, your professional pursuits, roles and responsibilities, your academics, let's dive into the subject of corporate governance and ESG. And before we do that, uh, we would like to know you have a PhD in power engineering, demand side management. So, could you share some insights into your findings on environmental assessment from it?
Yeah, sure, sir. It's a great pleasure for me too. My PhD topic was techno-economic environmental assessment of some electrical demand side management options. And the overall objectives of the research are to assess the feasibility of various demand side management options under the current utility framework, to estimate the energy and environmental savings through various demand side management concepts, to assess the techno-economic feasibility of demand side management schemes under different market conditions and its impact on different market sectors, to assess the feasibility of clean development mechanism. So these were the objectives, and now we will see the results and discussion of my research work. It's a big one, but I will summarize and share in short. My research work involves assessment of rooftop solar generation potential in India. I have chosen 10 states and 50 cities with battery or without battery. So it provides higher monthly savings about 16.77 with battery rooftop solar potential as compared to without battery option. The results show about 42,050 gigawatt hours saving in total energy and 3 crores 44 lakhs 81,000 tons reductions in CO2 emissions and rupees 6,379 crores economic benefits with installation of 124 gigawatt hour capacity in India. My second topic was assessment of solar pump potential for Indian farmers. Under PM Kusum scheme, component C, results showed that there is 42.85 gigawatt hour of total electricity saving from PM Kusum scheme component C and reduced about 35,137 tons of CO2 emissions and resulting in economic saving of about 6.5 crores. Third topic was assessment of energy efficient star rated air conditioners, because air conditioning and refrigerations are contributing much in carbon emissions and it consumed electricity at higher rates. So with 100% 5-star rated air conditioners provides the best results, showing about 43,432 gigawatt hours saving in electricity, about 356 tons reductions in CO2 emissions, and about rupees 6,589 crores saving in cost till year 2040. AC's potential in Indian scenario is this much. Then my fourth topic of research was assessment of consumers, 16,000 number of consumers, residence premises of Jalgaon city, in view of energy conservation and time of use and TOD tariff in place. I have done energy audit for them, and I understood that results are really encouraging and found 15 to 20% savings in electricity bills with energy conservation at initial stage only. The benefits are manifold with newly installed energy efficient appliances and LED based lighting system. So my research that techno-economic and environmental cost of electricity generation and distributions are calculated and used to analyze the feasibility of suggested demand-side management options. Total energy and emission saving potential has also been discussed with recommendations for policymakers and public based on the inferences collected from the study. These my inferences and recommendations, policy related, I have submitted to Ministry of Renewable Energy, and it was accepted by them. I got a letter from them that yes, we are accepting your research work for further development in India. So this is also one of the great achievements, sir. Thank you very much.
Fantastic, fantastic, Dr. Sonawane. So before we conclude our discussion on this subject, I would like to ask you, as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you offer the corporate world?
Yeah, sure. ESG is the heart of the business. Every business is deeply intertwined with environmental, social, and governance concerns. It makes sense, therefore, that a strong ESG proposition can create value, a framework for understanding the key ways it can do so. So first, we see the need that significant dangers to environment in coming years because of biodiversity loss, social cohesion erosion, extreme weather, climate action failure. So our goal should be climate change adaptation, adaptations to global warming, and the preservation and sustainable use of water and maritime resources. The shift toward a circular economy, environmental controls, and preservation and restoration of ecosystems and biodiversity. I can add value ESG action plan strategies and implementation. The E in ESG environmental criteria includes the energy our company takes in and the waste it discharges, the resources it needs, and the consequences for living beings as a result. Not least, E encompasses carbon emissions and climate change. Every company uses energy and resources. Every company affects and is affected by the environment. Yes, its social criteria addresses the relationships our company has and reputation it fosters with people and institutions in the communities where we do business. Yes, includes labor relations and diversity and inclusion. Every company operates within a broader, diverse society. Connecting with people and stakeholders is my strength and area of interest. Connect with people and all stakeholders. So this will vary strength from my side. And corporate governance is the internal system of policies, controls, and procedures our company adopts in order to govern itself, make effective decisions, comply with the law, and meet the needs of external stakeholders. When I was MD in power distribution company, and that time I ensured the environmental concerns very well. But now I have just studied course from Director Institutes and I learn a lot. I will add value to strategy formulation, policy making, monitoring and supervising, accountability. Will promote ESG culture, build sustainability into the culture, BRSR principles and reporting. I can add value for preparing ESG policies from greenhouse gas emissions and pollution control, biodiversity, waste minimization and disposal, energy consumption. Action plan for proactive ESMS will do that. That is social and environmental policy formulation, planning, implementation, evaluation and review. health and safety aspect will be taken care of. For avoiding carbon tax, we have to stop the use of carbon-based fuels, coal, oil, and gases. So we have to shift towards renewable energy. So our investment should be for towards climate change, waste management firms, pollution control firms, and sustainable food production and packaging. So we have to go green initiatives and strategies. So renewable energy generation has increased by around 128% since 2014. So we have to follow grow green concept sincerely. So this is my answer, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely, rightly said, Mr. Vijaykumar Sonawane. So, moving along, let's discuss the technology landscape. What are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology? And what changes do you expect to see with the advent of IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, Web 3.0, big data, etc.?
Yeah, it's really amazing to answer this question. These technology have added too much value to the business and made business as an easy one. The combination of new technologies is creating massive new opportunities for energy companies to improve efficiency, optimize performance, drive innovation, and accelerate growth. By 2030, artificial intelligence will be an essential component of day-to-day company operations, assisting individuals in their creative activities, producing new ideas, and solving previously unachievable technologies. Benefit There are too many benefits of artificial intelligence. That is, productivity increases significantly, smarter decision making, complex problem solving, strengthens the economy, manages the repetitive jobs and operations, personalization. AI can means redefine the user experience as it will generate more personalized recommendations. AI in everyday life, we are using online shopping, advertising, web research, digital personal assistants, machine translation, smart homes, cities, infrastructure, cars, cyber security, artificial intelligence is also helping in COVID-19. So AI helps to cut energy waste, lower energy cost, and facilitate and accelerate the use of clean renewable energy sources. So it also improves the planning, operation, and control of power systems. It saves energy, does automation, machine learning helps in energy store sector as well. So daily operations of transmission, distribution, and generation can all be improved. You know that McKinsey said AI has the potential to deliver savings of up to 20% in buildings and up to 10% and 15% in transportation systems. Additionally, AI-driven solutions can help businesses reduce CO2 emissions by up to 10% and cut energy costs by 10 to 20%. AI and digitization can increase asset productivity up to 20% while reducing maintenance cost by 10%. AI can also predict weather patterns, enabling grid operators to accurate gauge when wind, solar resources are available. The network is therefore more reliable. So whenever there is a wildfire took place in forest, it can scrutinize by real time. Means AI can scrutinize real-time heat, wind, and drought conditions and help utilities balances the supply and demand of electricity. So there are numerous benefits of AI and combination of all these technologies, even for planning wind turbine positioning and too much benefits from that. Blockchain technology is ushering a new era innovation and transformation in the Indian energy sector. By enabling peer-to-peer energy trading, automatic transactions through smart contracts, and enhancing data security, blockchain has power to reshape the way energy is produced. It helps in automated billing, trading platforms, managing smart grids, enhanced marketing and sales. Likewise, RegTech uses new technologies to deliver regulatory requirements in the financial sector. The main areas associated with RegTech are risk management, compliance, transaction, monitoring, regulatory reporting, identify, management, and control. So it's a very good tool for businessmen. And also big data optimizes energy consumption in companies. It improves operational efficiency. reduce cost, and provide better customer service, even manage a smart grid. Web 3.0, also known as third generation internet, and is the next evolution of the World Wide Web. It delivers data-driven semantic web that leverages machine-based data understanding to develop smarter, more connected web experience for users. If we combine the use of Web 3.0 and AI, they knows users' moods, emotions, and expressions. It will enable machines to grasp information similarly to humans. So it is going to replace humans very soon. Web3 is based on creating a fully decentralized ecosystem through the power of modern technologies such as machine learning, blockchain, to solve the problems of modern online ecosystems. Artificial intelligence, on the other hand, is intelligent machines programmed to think and perform activities like humans, making life experience more accessible and sophisticated. Artificial intelligence reports to self-learning programs that can learn and evolve independently. So these technologies, cutting-edge technologies, will drastically change the scenario of entire business world, and there will be a massive growth if we follow it in discipline. So thank you, sir. This is my answer for this question.
Amazing and so insightful of you, Mr. Sonawane. All right, so
Thank
this
you,
brings
sir.
us to the last question of the session, and here it is. We are building a community of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. So, what are your thoughts about these initiatives taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Deval Mehta, and the whole team of World Development Corporation?
Yeah, thanks to team, the whole World Development Corporation. It's excellent initiative and integration of knowledge. I cherish it in my treasure forever as sweet memory. It will help me for my personal and professional development. It helped to all communities, business communities. Broad-minded program and entire world will be benefited out of it. I personally express gratitude to Mr. Jishan Patan and Havel Mehta and the entire team of World Development Corporation for this excellent initiative, which is the need of the hour. This is journey towards excellence at global level by Directors Institute. Integration and sharing of knowledge is really important nowadays. And this is knowledge management platform which helps in sharing latest knowledge and technology to support the entire world for the overall development and growth and to save our planet ecologically and environmentally. Thanks a lot. Big thank you to the team members. And I'm also thankful to you, Mr. Sunny Pancholi, because you have carried out excellent way of this interview journey. I'm very happy and delightful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was so kind of you. And with that, this interview comes to an end. And it was a fantastic conversation with you. And I'm confident that your insights will inspire future leaders. Thank you, Dr. Vijaykumar Sonawane, for joining us today. Wish you the best for your
Thank you,
future.
sir.
Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute has unquestionably expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. It's really great and so nice of you.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.